Do you suffer from brain fog, concentration problems, ADHD, depression, or something like that? Do you have hard time to have like motivation and drive? Then this episode is probably for you. We're going to look into our seventh essential amino acid, which is called phenylalanine. And this one is a real brain booster and mood regulator that you probably haven't heard about. And like in the previous episodes, we talked about these essential amino acids. It means you need to get this through food or via supplements. And the effects are pretty remarkable for most of us if we do it. So let's dig into this. Why is it having such an effect on us? Well, when we eat phenylalanine, it actually breaks down to another component called tyrosine, and that's the precursor of dopamine and other neurotransmitters like epinephrine, norepinephrine, thyroid hormones, and also melanin. So it has this multiple chain reaction when we get it in your diet. And probably you've heard about dopamine before, but dopamine is really essential for you if you want to feel drive. That is the thing that makes us feel driven. And it's not only phenylalanine that is needed, of course, but if you don't have it, well, then you're probably not going to be as successful. So we're going to look into some studies here. We're going to look into some food like we've done in the previous episodes. And then I hope this will be valuable to you. Remember, I just create these short episodes for you so you can kind of educate yourself. If you find it valuable, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone. And this is just really looking at the base level of these amino acids, because I think it's just important for most of us to understand what it is, because probably you have never learned it. And it is essential. It means without it, we will actually suffer and die. So we should know more about these things. And regardless if you're training or not, myself, if you don't know me, my name is Richard, and I'm the founder and owner of Escapist CrossFit. So I've been a coach and trained people for the last decade. And I've seen effects of like nutrition in people in their real life, and people are underestimating how important it is to get the right food in your diet, basically. So let's dig into some studies. The first study I have here is from the Journal of Neural Transmission, and it was done in 2017. They had 90 people in this randomized control trial. Group A and Group B. The Group A took 500 milligrams of phenylalanine every day, and Group B just took a placebo. And after 4 weeks, the Group A reported 37% reduction in depression symptoms. They had improved mood, a better motivation, and mental clarity, and no side effects reported. And I mean, this is reported studies, so is it really true? But at the same time, half of the group only had placebos, so they didn't really, have this effect, apparently. The second study we're going to look into is from the Nutrition and Metabolism Guide. So it's they were looking into the cognitive performance for middle-aged adults, and the ones that had higher intake in this group, they had 20% better memory recall and 18% higher attention. Other health benefits of phenylalanine in your diet is that it supports your thyroid hormones. It's important for metabolic rate regulation. It promotes appetite control because it has this effect with dopamine. It supports melanin synthesis, so skin and hair pigments. And that is obviously very important for you as protection for your skin, that it really works. And it also will improve your pain threshold, meaning if you're just want to get better at doing workouts, this might be a good one for you to have in your body, because you're going to tolerate pain a bit more. And we're going to look into where we can get this food. And no surprise, it is the same kind of list that we've been looking at the last weeks. I have two lists, one with high bioavailability, where you get a lot of the content. And then we have the second group, which is lower bioavailability. The higher bioavailability are the animal-based sources. And here we see the top of the list is chicken breast, where you get 1.15 grams per 100 grams of food. And below that is turkey, 1.12, beef, 1.04, pork, 1.05, eggs, 0.68, milk, 0.55. And fish is also over 1 gram per 100 grams. If you look into the plant-based sources, then you have soy products, which is 1 gram, and the rest of the products, lentils, chickpeas, and pumpkin seeds, are about 0.6 grams. So you need to have more of those, and also for bioavailability, you need to add a bit more. And the recommended daily intake is about 27 milligrams per kilogram of body weight per day. Easily put, I would just say 2 to 3 grams at least a day would be good. So if we just look at that food list or listen to the food list, then it's going to be about 200 to 300 grams of any animal sourced thing. If it's soy, probably like 350 to 500 grams per day would be good to get your daily allowance. And I know people get sometimes overworked when it comes to the amount of food you have to eat, because they think about like eating 500 grams at once, but you don't have to do that for breakfast. You can just piece it out over the day, of course. And this is usually when it comes to food, better to do it now, or doesn't have to be, really, to be honest. I know a lot of people that are doing fairly well just eating once a day and still hitting those macros. You have a bit more time for eating and you're very hungry, you will make it happen. And the things that you want to avoid when it comes to blocking the uptake of these amino acids, it's again ultra-processed foods, high sugar, chronic stress, and poor gut health. And we talked about that last episode about the gut health and what symptoms you might have when it comes to gut health, and why that amino acid is so important for that. Another thing you have to look into is having a low B6, B9, B12 vitamins in your body. Something that also helps to uptake the phenylalanine is having B vitamins, of course, but then also magnesium and iron. And looking into having those foods that also have those things in them. And having like a healthy gut that is not inflamed and irritated will also make it possible to uptake more of this and have better effect. All right, so that is it about this time. We have 2 more episodes in this series, and if you're watching this, you might see this later on and you have all the episodes there. Just jump to the next one. But yeah, if you find anything interesting, or also that maybe gave you some insight today, feel free to share it. I'm happy to hear your feedback, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.